This is KDB ranks. As you can see between me and Kevin, we have got the world's biggest whiteboard. No expense spared with this one today, Kev. We've got one, we've got a two, we've got a three on there. I've got a number of different categories in front of me. You're going to place 3 items on the board in those categories in order, from top to bottom.
Okay. Okay.
We're going straight away with your favourite legendary midfielders. We've got Iniesta, we've got Modric, and we've got Zizou, Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, that's not fair, is it?
It's a very tough one.
It's barely impossible.
Zizou, Luka, Iniesta. Now this is hard because these are 3 of the greatest midfielders the game has ever seen. Why have you gone Zizou at number 1?
You know, back in the day, it was, you know, football was pure, and I liked the joy and, you know, the improvisation. It was just so nice to see. So
and you've got Luka at number 2, who's still doing it, still cutting it at the top level for Madrid at 37.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
I think Modric and Iniesta are so similar for me, like player-wise. I could swap them either way.
Absolutely.
So
these are 3 of the best midfielders the world has ever seen.
Oh, it's incredible.
Next up, we've got the toughest atmospheres in the Premier League. We've got St James's Park, Newcastle, we've got Anfield, and we've got the Emirates. Ooh. Okay, I think that'll shock a few people. St James's Park at number 1.
Even when it was not going well, the atmosphere was still quite good. I think for Liverpool, I saw a difference when it's like, obviously it's always a big game between us, but I feel there's a difference when it's like Champions League or a night game.
Special night.
Then if you play 12 o'clock kickoff, and I feel these two are a bigger atmosphere than Arsenal. I feel like last year was much better, but obviously it's been tough for them the years before, so it was a little bit less. So I would say this.
I was going to ask you about Arsenal last season because obviously an amazing season on the pitch, but it felt like off the field the atmosphere was by far and away the best.
There's much more positivity. You know, I think there was a moment when we played the League Cup, and then 3 days later we played against them at home. It was like icy, and there was nobody in the stadium, and it was really negative at the time. So there's been a big change. So, but that's good for them, obviously.
Okay, next up we've got your favourite creator to watch in the Premier League. Now you can't pick yourself, Kev. I was going to put you down here, but these are 3 of the best creative midfielders in the league. We've got Martin Odegaard, James Maddison, and Bruno. Okay, we've gone Bruno number 1. Why have we gone Bruno number 1? Is that output related?
I think he's a creative machine. You know, just in general, I think Odegaard is very creative, but he's a little bit more controlled. And then Maddison is also really creative, but I need to see more of him in a big team, so that can change. So that's why I put him number 3. Yeah,
you talk about him being a creative machine. I mean, do you think he's almost underrated some of Bruno's creativity at Manchester United because they haven't had the best of times? You know, some games, but he's always there and about. You
know, being creative has a lot of different things around it. It's just creating chances, but also sometimes you can give somebody a ball and he shoots from 30 meters. It's also creating. So it's always different, but I think, you know, he's always there. He takes a lot of risks also, and, you know, I like it, and obviously he's been doing really well. So, but, you know, it's so
3 tough choices.
Yeah, he's been doing it also a long time. I feel Odegaard was amazing last year, but obviously he's younger, so there's a difference in that.